Okay. So in the last class, we have seen, right, how we can recover the data. So when we drop the table, okay, then if you want to recover the data, you can use the undrop table name, so that entire data will be you can recover. Okay, that data can be recovered. So similarly, yesterday we were discussing, we have updated the data. Okay, and that updated data we want to see, right? Okay, so yesterday due to time we could not able to see that. Later I have taken the screenshot actually. Okay, I will show you. uh, okay, this is the sequence id before the data was actual data. Okay, later on when we updated the data, it got changed to Snowflake here, right? So I will show you that again. So time travel, it is very very important topic, as I said yesterday as well. Okay, so but depending, because it depends whether the situation comes and you can use to see the data, or if you want to recover the data, right? Okay, it depends how, in case if you have done something and you want to see the data again, you have done some changes, at that time it is very very useful. Okay, it is not like that everyone can have a chance to utilize this time travel concept. Okay, it depends. Okay, generally in IT, we never use, we never in the sense, generally we don't use time travel especially. Okay, because whenever we do the development or testing, right? So at that time what we do, we will overwrite the data and we will validate. Okay, but in case if you want to see earlier what was there, then you either you can go by the the generic ID, query ID, or you can go by the time. That also it is possible. Okay, so this is the query ID level what I have selected here. Okay, Hmm. Let me log in Snowflake and then we will see that as well. Okay. Hmm. See, yesterday again the same query. I was just kept the same as it is the result also. Okay. So now generally what I will do, I will execute this query. Okay, this query, and we will see the current data what we have in the table. You see, Snowflake is there. Before, the data was original data what we had, right? So we can, by using the statement like this, you need to give select star from table before. Okay, and the statement equal to greater than, and this is the query ID. Okay, so you, if you use this, you will get the history data. I mean, what was there already, right? So like this you can see the data. So generally, one day retention period will be there in the Snowflake. Okay, generally, but enterprise editions you will have a 90 days. So for that also you will have a cost and all, but depending on the agreement by the companies, okay, they will charge accordingly. There also they will discuss on the budget, how they can purchase the ticket, whether it is a 1 year 2 year. If they different types you will have actually. Okay, if you take a agreement like 5 years, okay, the cost will be reduced. If you take 1 year, the cost will be reduced for the license key and all. So it depends. Okay, this is how you can recover the data. And I have taken some samples also here. Okay. Mm. And in case, if you want to know, and so this data, one more thing. For example, now you have updated the data, right? And if you want to store the data, what will you do? Means either if you want to store same table, then you need to override the table. I mean, either you need to truncate and load the data again by using this query, or else you can create a query like this. Okay, you just create a one table, create table, table name. Okay, something you can give like this, and you can recover the data as well. Hmm, as, and I'll give here temp. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry. Okay, so we can give a stage customer temp. I'm just creating one temp table. Okay, so what it does, whatever the data stored by this ID, right? That data will be stored in this table. Now you see data got stored here, and you can see this data. But you need to remember at the time if it is required. Okay. You see the data stored permanently in the table like this. Okay. So this feature we have in Snowflake, and I have taken a few examples also. Okay, how we can recover the data. So if you see here, uh, for example, you have you don't know query history query, okay, but yesterday you have done some changes yesterday, and day before yesterday data you want to see. Okay, so then by using this select query, this statement, it will help you to recover. So I will show you. Now I have used this query ID, right? Okay, now what I will do, just by giving the date, I will try to execute. Okay, yeah, what is the time yesterday? 27. Hmm. So what data I'll get? Let me see. Hmm. I'll give 00. Hmm. Query comparison. Okay, sorry. I need to change the table. Hmm. Hmm. Time travel data is not available for table customer. The requested time is either beyond or allowed time travel period before object creation. Okay. So let me do something like this. 27, 26. Mm-hmm. I think 27, and I need to give time range, I guess. Same time, right? But what is the time today? Let me see. Uh, Select state. Yes, current times. Okay, so nearby this time. Okay, what I will do. Something I will change. It will, I don't know. Let me run this. Hmm. So Snowflake, we got the data what currently we have. Okay. I hope before that we changed it. Now what I will do, I will change this to here I will change to 00. Let's see. 30. I'll keep 30. Hmm. In this range, what I will. Okay. 00. Oh, this is still 27. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. See, data got changed now. Okay. So this time the data is like that. Okay. Now if I change here 19, then current table what we have the data, right? That we will get. Hmm? So like this we can see the data as well. Okay. So I'll take the screenshot, snipping tool, and new. Okay. So this is enough for me. Hmm? See, like this we can retrieve the data. Hmm. Okay. So like this one thing we can get the data by using the time travel. So in interview it will help you a lot actually. Okay. So depending on the scenario, okay, you need to even if you see here the below query just 1 hour back if you have done any changes, you can give like this. Okay, just 1 hour back. If you see we have here syntax also. Hmm? This is you have given a timestamp. Okay, and if you see the previous query, okay, here we have used query ID. So we have given the statement as a timestamp. Let me show you here. Okay, so here you see what we have given select star from table before statement, okay, equal to greater than the query ID. This is how exactly we got the data. And this is time range, so we have given the timestamp. Okay, and if you are expecting 1 hour before or something, then you need to give a offset. Okay, so this is also we can get the data actually. Okay, so for example now what I will do, now I will change to some other, I will update to again here different value now. Now what I will do, I'll give data bricks. Okay, and I will update now entire data. Hmm? I'm just committing this also. Okay, now if I see the data, current data, we have a data bricks. Correct. Now this is just now only we changed, right? Now the time is 9:32. After 1 minute, okay, we will see. Even we can check now also, not an issue. Just um, let me take that time. Okay, this is the query. Hmm. Okay, hmm. Invalid data type. Okay, offset 360 degree. 360 data type before. Correct, but syntax. Hmm. Let me check this. Okay, hmm. Invalid data type. That's okay. Unwrap table we have. orders before offset. So this is just to cloning the table. Okay, timestamp already we have discussed this one, and this is also we discussed offset, and this is also we discussed. Okay, let me check the syntax. Okay, mm, time travel offset syntax in Snowflake. Okay, offset a day minus one interval. Offset time set. This is also correct. Okay, let me use this. Mm, table name at offset. This is just 1 hour. I'm just taking 1 hour. Okay, let me see. Invalid data type at before. It's the same now. Again, it is. Okay, something we are getting invalid error at offset day minus one interval. Mhm. Let's see. Okay. Mhm. At before. Creating table clone. Okay. Syntax is very important. Okay. Otherwise, you cannot execute all these queries. Select offset. Select start from net. But this is also not working now. This is done. Following the query is historical from table as 5 minutes. Okay. But why this is not working? Mhm. Something. Okay. Let me execute same as it is. Okay. Why? Because in interview definitely you will be questioned like this. Okay. So 1 hour before how you will recover the data, and one day, or if you have a specific query idea, how will you do? So like this you will ask. You see, now we got the syntax correctly. This is how you can get the time level also offset. Okay. So this is how here also let me add minus one. Sorry, minus now before. See, actually we didn't add minus here also. I guess it's the same. Same syntax only. Because we are going back, right? We have not given the actual this one. Okay, so this is also fine and this is also fine. Both the queries are working to get the value. Hmm, Okay, this is the concept of time travel. Okay, there are three ways we can recover the data. Okay, one is like statement and timestamp and offset. This way we can recover. Okay, so this is the steps. Now, what is the limitation means? Okay, please remember this. Okay, so now if you, I'll show you here only. So the retention period, the default retention period is 1 day, but it can be configured to 19 days in intervals. Generally, even now also, yesterday we have done and today. Tomorrow we need to check whether do we have a retention period is 1 day or 90 days. Okay, that also we will see how we can see whether my system is given a 1 day or 90 days. That also we will check. And the time travel utilized storage is historical data is charged. Okay, standard storage rates. And permanently delete, this is important. Why? Because after 90 days, okay, how it means now this is today, consider the today is a Jan 1st. Okay, and from Jan 1st to till March 90 days you need to capture 90 days. Okay, 90 days. After 91 days, whatever the data was loaded before, right, first January 1st, that will be purged. Purged means permanently delete. You cannot able to recover the data. You need to remember that. Again, now 92 days. Then the second day data will be deleted. It means what? It standardly it will take the 90 days data. Okay. So that is important. So we have a three types of recovering the data. One is the statement and another one is the timestamp and offset. These three way we can recover the data. And if you want to store the data, what you do, you need to create a table. Okay, so like this, create a schema. Means this is clone table means just either you can clone the table or you can directly pull the data into a table. That also you can do. Here directly they have cloned from schema to schema. Okay, they have deleted entire schema. So to recover the schema, they have done like this. Okay, they wanted to keep in different schema. Okay, here you see timestamp level, they have inserted the data how we have created a table, right? So similarly they have created here also same syntax. What we have done earlier, create a table name we have given here, same table he is more inserting again. Means first what we need to do, we need to truncate the table and then recover the data from this time range. So what it does actually in this time range, what are the, means if we do some order by or something, it will pull the data. So this is how this time travel it works actually. Okay. So now we have another topic called micro partitions. Okay. Micro partitions, I will explain. I'll just give you the overview, but tomorrow we will discuss the micro partitions. I'll show you with example how Snowflake architecture works. Okay. But do you have any questions here in the time travel? Because this is definitely you will get a question, at least one question from the time travel. Any questions? I have shown you how where we can get the query also, right? Here in the monitor, you can see query history, copy history, right? So here, if you click query history, you will get all the select statements and create statements and everything with the query details. There you can easily find out. Okay, so the one question I have told you, right? How we can see a retention period in Snowflake? How to check the retention? Hmm? There is a query, I guess. By seeing the query also we can get. You see, create table. You can give the data retention. This time in a days. That also you can. Especially table level also you can specify. Okay. So if you see here, first we are creating the. This is also important. Okay. In interview you will get this question as well. How you can set the your retention period. Okay. This is also important. Mm. Okay. So this data retention, this is the command. Okay. Use predefined functions in Snowflake. Okay, data retention time in a days. Okay, if you give like this, you can set the you can customize the time travel period for the specific table. Okay, so then if you want to change to 30, then you just need to add like alter table name, set data retention time in a days. Okay, equal to 30. If you give, now the table will be set only for 30 days. So what will happen actually, 30 days you have mentioned, right? Whenever the data you pull or you update anything in this table, so that data will be stored only 30 days. So if you have a fact tables or anything, right? So those fact tables you want to set the retention period in 90 days, then you can give. Intermediate tables like you are creating a stage table or temporary table, always you are overwriting the table. That kind of table you can give a retention period only 1 day because you don't require actually. So that can be done. Okay, this way we can uh, set the time also. Hmm. And I'm just looking for the how we can by querying how we can get the time. Okay, that is what I'm just looking for, but I'm not able to. This is just creating a clone and all. Okay, that is okay. But do we have any command so that we can see the by how we can show table, show schema? This is okay. That's not this. Undrop schema. This is okay. Current version. Show history. Something like this. Okay. Show table history. So that you will get the details of history. Okay. So similarly, I'm just looking for a command to see do we have any query to identify yes what table we have a retention period or something. But I don't know. Okay. So let me check this and next class if I could able to find out then I'll let you know. And we have a fail safe concept also, that also it is very important. Okay, so next coming classes that also I will cover this fail safe how it works and all, and that also we will check. And as of now, this time travel as we discussed, right, we have a three ways we can recover the data. Okay, that I will show you because here we have a nearby all these three. Hmm. One is the timestamp like this by using the timestamp. Another one is offset and another one is statement. So in the statement, you need to give a query ID. Okay. In the offset, you need to give a hour basis. And the timestamp, you can give a timestamp format so that it will pull the data. Okay. This is three way we can do. Hmm. Okay. Any questions do you have related to time travel? Any questions? So now we understood how we can set the retention period for a table, okay, and how we can recover the data. That also we have seen, and it is similar for all in the sense the schema database. You can recover that, and you can store that into different schema by using the clone. That also you can. Already we have discussed clone concept, right? Hello, Madan. Any questions?
No, no.
Okay, so this is very, very important here. Two types of questions you will get actually. One is how you can recover the data, how many ways you can recover the data. That question you will be asked. Okay, and another question is how you can set the retention period, customize how you can recover, whether we can able to customize the retention period for each table or schema level. That will ask. How they will ask in here. Okay, if I update a schema level, is it applicable for all database? Something like that. They will confuse you. Okay, if you are updating table level, it will be table level. If you are updating schema level, it will be under schema, whatever the table present, right? Entire table will have the same retention period. If they update to database level. Okay. So like this, not the entire Snowflake. So something you will get like this. The questions may be you may ask, you may get this kind of questions. So very you when you are attending any interviews, if you get this kind of question, you should be very carefully. You need to answer. First of all, you need to listen carefully. Okay, when you listen carefully, then you will get you will understand what he is expecting, and accordingly you need to tell the scenario syntax. Okay, so that is very important. So we have tried before and at. Okay, these two queries we have tried. So what you need to do, you need to practice for each three statements we have, right? Three scenarios we have. So for three, you just try before and at whether same syntax are we getting the result or not before and at. So if you are getting yes, in case sometimes if they confuse you also, right? You can confidently tell yes, I have tried and we have seen this also. Before also it will work, and by using at also it will work. Like that, you need to confidently you need to tell. So if you want to tell like this, then you need to practice this first. Okay, that you have to do. Okay, so let's meet again tomorrow, same 9 a.m. Okay, uh, and we will discuss about the micro partition. And the micro partition concept is it is inbuilt. Snowflake has implemented this. So earlier in Oracle or Teradata, any other databases, right? We used to create a even in Hive also we used to create a partitions here. Okay, even Databricks also we create a partitions. But in Snowflake, what they have done, they have implemented the in the database itself. They have implemented this micro partitioning concept. Okay, so whenever you load the data, what will happen? That data will be stored from the 50 MB to 500 MB, the size. Okay, so it will split accordingly. There is a algorithm inside the Snowflake. Okay, accordingly that will store. So that is the reason what how much data it does not matter. It will load very fastly actually. Okay, so with the architecture, I will show you how it will split and how it works micro partitions. Okay. Hmm? These are all you are not going to work, but you should have some understanding how the theory and as well as some syntax. And if you are a lucky person, then you will get a chance to utilize this time travel. Hmm? But micro partition, it's a theoretical understanding. Okay, clear? Hello.
No, okay, na clear.
Hmm. Others, why you guys are very silent? Hmm? Okay.
Anna, when we apply data retention time to the schemas,
Hmm.
it apply to all the tables. But when we want to change a specific table, is it possible to change?
Yes, you can. That is what, right? So, if you want to modify, especially for a particular table, yes, you can do. Okay.
Oh,
Then what will
okay, Anna.
happen? Yeah. See, you are first you are updating schema level. So whatever the table you create, you will that by default it will have a particular time. But after that, if you want to change the table level, yes, you can do. Hmm, That can be done.
Okay, Anna.
Hmm, Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. If no questions, we can wind up the call. Let's meet tomorrow again, same time. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye bye.
Hello, Anna.
Yes.
Nah, but initially we have to fix the data retention period of 5 days.
Okay. Hmm.
But this retention period is completed.
Hmm. See,
But
that is the
actually,
problem, right? Got it. Got it. Yeah. So already you have set up the retention period to 5 days. After 5 days, what will happen? You will not have any history. Again, if you want to change that, yes, you can. Whenever you do the retention period, when you change, right, from that day to till what date you mentioned, right? Till that day it will have.
after completed retention period, it will be permanently or deleted. But
Yes.
there is any like located further this data.